Christina Murray's long journey to motherhood took a path she never thought possible.
I spent my entire life wanting to be a mom. I loved, nurtured, and grew my child, and I would have done literally anything in my power to keep him.
After years of fertility and IVF treatments, she gave birth to a healthy baby boy in December of 2023.
What was your immediate reaction after you gave birth?
I was happy. I was a mom. He was beautiful and perfect, but it was also very clear that something was wrong.
She vividly remembers the shock when she saw her baby for the first time. Whereas Christina is a Caucasian woman who chose a sperm donor with a similar appearance, the baby she delivered was African American.
An at-home DNA test result that January confirmed what Christina suspected. The baby was not hers. On February 5th, Christina's lawyers reached out to the fertility clinic, Coastal Fertility Specialists, informing them of the mix-up.
And just let them know, what the results were and asked for answers.
In March, Coastal Fertility informs the other couple their embryo was transferred to Christina, that family taking legal action to obtain custody. In a family court hearing that May, Christina decides to give up the baby voluntarily.
It's like the happiest day of their life is like the worst day of mine. So like everyone's happy and joyous, and then there's me losing my entire life all at once.
Now Christina is suing Coastal Fertility Specialists in a complaint filed in a Georgia court.
Errors like this should never occur in a fertility clinic. This is the cardinal sin.
The actions of the fertility clinic have come very close to destroying me, have left irreparable damage to my soul, and ultimately left me questioning whether I should be a mom or not.
In a statement, Coastal Fertility Specialist says in part it deeply regrets the distress caused by an unprecedented error, adding this was an isolated event with no further patients affected. The same day this error was discovered, we immediately conducted an in-depth review and put additional safeguards in place to further protect patients and to ensure that such an incident does not happen again. Christina's attorney also says government regulation is needed.
Christina's situation at Coastal Fertility is just one example of the crazy mishaps that can occur at a fertility center because they are largely unregulated. There are no reporting requirements when errors are made. There are no random and unannounced inspections. There are no statewide or federally required certifications for the staff who work at fertility clinics.
As for Christina, her long journey to motherhood is not over.
It sounds like you haven't given up your dream of becoming a mom.
I have not given up. I have started the process over again with another clinic, and I'm hopeful that in the next year or two I can try again.
And Priya Sridhar joining us now from Savannah, Georgia. Priya, to put it mildly, this is a shocking incident, but I guess not entirely unheard of. How common is this, and is there anything that families can do to ensure it doesn't happen to them?
Yeah, that's right, Sam. You know, Christina's lawyer said that this is rare, but certainly not unprecedented. He's actually represented thousands of clients who were fertility patients at clinics across the country over the last 13 years, and they've had a variety of cases, including embryo mix-ups, but also freezer malfunctions that have caused embryos and eggs to be destroyed, or fertility specialists who have dropped vials of eggs and embryos on the ground. He actually thinks that the prevalence of these cases may be higher than we even know, because in Christina's specific case, it was very evident since the race of her baby was different from her own. And he believes that perhaps moving forward, anyone who has a baby through IVF will want to genetically test it to ensure that the baby is biologically theirs.
Yeah, I can't even imagine how devastating to those parents that kind of a mix-up would be. What more do we know about the other family in this case? Has Christina seen the child since that day in family court?
Yeah, that's a great question, Sam. And, you know, they're really trying to protect that family's privacy. So all we know is that they live in a different state. And, you know, as we saw in the story, she voluntarily handed over the child to them in that family court. She has not seen the baby since then, but she says that she'll never live a day for the rest of her life wondering how that baby boy is doing, Sam.
All right. Quite a layered and confusing and astounding sequence of events there, Priya Sridhar. Thank you so much.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.